Hey you guys, it's me Crystal. So I have a double unboxing video today because my Illumicrate box and my FairyLoot box actually showed up on the same day. And I was going to film these unboxings together anyway, but it was just really exciting that they showed up at the same time because it was like a gift from the literature gods. And my Illumicrate box didn't arrive beat up and busted this time. So, that. So I'm gonna get out my current favorite knife, which is this one, and then we're gonna open the Illumicrate box first, and then we're gonna open the FairyLoot box, and I'm excited. So I have discovered that it appears that Illumicrate alternates months, so I feel like maybe on odd number months they have adult books, and on even number months they have YA books. I don't know if it's exactly that even, but it appears to be that even. Okay, all right, so let's get this open. I don't remember this month's theme, but there it is on the top of the box. So a spoiler card, the city is ours. And then next month's theme is fighting spirit. Spoiler card. I didn't think I was going to be that excited since I wasn't all that excited about some of the things that were in the box last month, but I'm still excited. So again, I did take a peek at the customs form. So I did see what was in here. I don't know exactly what the thing looks like, but still. So the first thing I pulled out is this umbrella. And if this is going to freak you out, turn away, but I am one of those people who opens umbrellas and doors. So let's see what this looks like. What is this? Can you see this? It's huge. There we go. Okay, this says the power shall always belong to those who give their lives to the city. Luna Zion, the Crescent City. Oh, is this from Crescent City? House of, what is it, Earth and Blood? I have Crescent City. I haven't read it yet, but I like this. So far, off to a great start. Okay, next I pulled out this. So it says here, it's a decorative plate inspired by the Gilded Wolves, which is a book I've heard of, but I don't have it on my TBR. It's pretty. I think the customs form called this a trinket tray. This is actually really pretty. Oh, I like that. Great. I'm gonna have to find a home for this. I actually really like this. Okay, next we have, this says, you don't need anyone's permission to be yourself. What does it say? Aiden Thomas? This is like a skull or something. I know this is a coaster because of the customs form. I don't like skulls. My sister's a yoga instructor, and so she takes like anatomy classes and stuff for like different teacher trainings and further education trainings and stuff. And she has a skeleton that is taller than I am in her office. And she's like, oh, go and look at it. So she follows me over to her office. And so I should have been suspicious, but I literally opened the door and screamed a little. I don't like skeletons, but I don't hate this. But this will go somewhere maybe flat, you know. I do kind of like this though. This is sturdy. So let me find something to put on top of this, and I think it will look nice like this. What is this? Okay, I see a familiar name on here. So it says Money Talks, BS Walks, N.K. Jemisin. What is this? I know N.K. Jemisin, I've heard of some of the books N.K. Jemisin has written, which I've thought about reading, but I don't really read that many fantasy books that are like that kind of fantasy, you know? But this is a card holder. Okay. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. It's plastic, but it's fine. And then I guess this is their pen that goes with their book. Oh, that's grotesque. It's a purple heart. Can you see this? Is it too close? What is this? No. No, this is gonna go in the pin box with the pins I don't like. I mean, it's, you know, it's good quality. Inspired by a dark and hollow star. Have I heard it? Okay. I mean, maybe this pen will go in this, and these will go in a drawer. Oh, what is this? Some kind of print? Edinburgh, the home of the last falconer. What is this? Does this go to our book or something random? Okay, then we have our book. It's not a thin book. All right, let's look at this. Choose your player. Oh, I like that. Oh. Okay. I saw this book. Nothing is more dangerous than a fairy tale. Look at that. I think I was thinking about reading this book. That's pretty. I mean, it's just a cover, but I like the cover. What is this? What is that? A Dark and Hollow Star. Is that our book? Yes, A Dark and Hollow Star by Ashley Shuttleworth. It's a nice purple. This is really pretty. I don't remember what this book was about, but I do remember looking at this book. I actually looked at it a couple of times. So it's The Cool Prince meets City of Bones in this thrilling urban fantasy set in the magical underworld of Toronto, as a queer cast of characters race to stop a serial killer whose crimes could expose the hidden world of fairies to humans. Okay. I don't think I remember reading serial killer in the blurb on Goodreads, but that's fine. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Signature. I definitely want to read this. Oh, nice. Content warnings. I don't usually like to read content warnings, but I don't mind seeing a lot of content warnings. And of course, there's a prologue. Sometimes I'm very tempted to skip the prologue, but I'm just one of those people, I just can't stand it, so I have to read it. I don't know. I'm excited. This is urban fantasy, so this should be up my alley. I do like urban fantasy. At least I think I like urban fantasy. I've not read a lot of fairy books, though. All right. So, pretty happy with this box, actually. I am interested in giving this book a try, and I do really like my plate and my umbrella. So, these are really good. So yeah, I'm happy with this, but let me check the spoiler card to make sure I didn't miss anything. Our Lunathion umbrella. I mean, again, I haven't read Crescent City, but I do have the book, and it's right there. It's that red one. So I'm excited. I like umbrellas, though. The Gilded Wolves decorative plate, Money Talks card holder, the Home of the Last Falconer print. This gorgeous print inspired by the Falconer features Aliana and Kieran hunting fairies in Edinburgh. The Falconer. I've heard of that. That book. I've heard of that book. Be Yourself wooden coaster, inspired by the Cemetery Boys. What is that? Is that a contemporary book? And yeah, here's our book. So yeah, so this cover looks just like the cover, the regular cover, except we have these pink sprayed edges, but I really like this cover, so I'm not mad about that. I don't know if the coloring is exactly the same, but she looks really cool. So I'm never gonna be mad about a girl with wings and a sword on the cover of a book. I'm pretty happy with this, actually. Surprised. Happy. And it's set in Toronto, which is fun. This isn't interesting because I'm not familiar with this book. But the things I do like, I really like. And then of course we have our letter from the author, which I usually stick in the backs of the book, so I will also read this when I'm done filming. Alright, next one on the box are a FairyLoot box. My book's my treasure. I know, right? Let us very carefully. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I don't remember what this theme is either. Oh, that's pretty. Not expecting that. What is this? Okay, so we have our spoiler card. Okay, this is sci-fi. I'm assuming this is sci-fi. Alright, so I haven't had a FairyLoot box before. But I'm excited I like my Illumicrate box because after last month's box, I was like, did I make a huge mistake? But I feel better now. What is this? Oh, Red Rising. Have heard of this. Probably never gonna read it, but what is this? Through hardship to the stars. Per aspera ad astra. This is a pillow cover. I don't have a pillow this size. I could put this over something. This is pretty. I mean, I don't have to be a Red Rising fan to use this. Next we have something in a pencil case. It's heavy. What is this? Is this? Ah, now we're talking. Finally. Oh my gosh. I've been wanting something, don't ask, okay? I want something sharp in one of these book boxes for a while. I mean, it's not that sharp, but, you know, it's usable. It has a nice weight to it. What is this? Everything's science fiction until someone makes it science fact. I mean, I could use this if I wanted. But, oh, there's silverware. That's new. Never gotten silverware in a book box before, or in any kind of box before, except for one of those magical crates. There was like a little tiny teaspoon in there. Okay, this is, you can't see it. It says think badass thoughts. I mean, these are nice. This is some pretty high quality silverware. I actually kind of want to eat off of it. I think I am. I think I'm going to put these with my silverware and like actually use them. Every locked door has a key. Okay, I don't know what these are referring to, but I do like this. Yeah, I really like this. These are nice. I was expecting to get silverware. Yeah, because unlike the Illumicrate box, the FairyLoot box did not have a customs label on it, so I didn't know what to expect at all, which is kind of nice, actually. I should probably stop looking at the customs form. And then there's some tarot cards. 6 of Wands and 5 of Wands. I feel like I almost know what books these might be from, but it's not a book I have or that I'm very familiar with. I just think I've seen people talk about a book that has something with like this kind of style artwork or something, but maybe I'm thinking of something else. Little Moon Fairy Lights. The night walked down the sky with the moon in her hands. Wait, are these actual lights in here? Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel that's, oh my gosh. These are very short though. The battery power, so at least I don't need it to fit an outlet, but I could probably put it above this window that's next to me. But it kind of looks like this. Moon. I don't know. I like them. This is good. Looks like we have a pen. Which again, pens are not my favorite things. It says vicious enamel pen. So I think it's upside down. Plenty of humans were monstrous and plenty of monsters knew how to play at being human. I mean, again, not a fan of skulls and stuff, but I don't know how to get this to focus, but you get the gist of it. It looks like this with some words on it and creepy little skull at the top. So this will be going into the pin box. Oh, this is cute. What is this? Broken isn't the same as unfixable. Cranberry, peach, citrus, vanilla. Candle? Candle. It does actually smell like that. I'll burn it. It's kind of nice, actually. I do burn a lot of candles. It says IKO on the front. I don't know if that's referencing something or if that's just the name of the company who made the candle. All right, so that's everything except for our book. It says happy reading with our logo on the back. So I think I know what book is in here. But we have pink edges again. Book is also upside down. Change your faith, pay the price. Oh, well, that's nice. So this Golden Flame by Emily Victoria. So, okay, I did look at this book, and I'm pretty sure one of the points of view is an automaton. And I'm trying, I don't know if this is something I want to change or not. I have a really bad bias towards AI point of views. And I remember skimming through the reviews for this book and someone's like, oh, I've never read a book with an AI point of view before. And I'm like, I have, and I hated it. Even though I have a book, you can't see it, but there's this little tiny book right there. It's a novella. I'm pretty sure it was one of my last book hauls, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's going to be my next book haul in April. But, you know, the whole book, it's a novella from an AI's point of view, but that one sounds like super fun. I don't really like it. AIs who like think they're human, like that's why I haven't read Cinder. And so on one hand, I'm really interested to see if it bothers me in this book. And on the other hand, I'm like, really? I really don't know if I can do it, but this is pretty. I think the original cover is pretty too. Usually, is it FairyLoot when they show you what the original book looks like? No. So I'm gonna have to go back and see what the original cover looks like, but this is pretty. Oh, what is this nonsense? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is our, oh wow, I didn't notice that either. That's pretty. Skull and Flame. So I'm pretty sure this is YA sci-fi. Got this. Huh. So yeah, so what I'm remembering about this book is about this girl who got separated from her brother several years ago, and she partners up with this automaton who's they're all supposed to have been shut down, but this one's like still up and running, and he's like very advanced, and he's like, you know, he's having feelings and he's wondering what it means to be human or alive or something. It's just I don't really like that in books, but I just want to read this though. Okay, and I put the cover on backwards, so let me fix that. So I am gonna try to read this. I'm gonna try not to be like biased about the automaton's point of view. It's just last time I did this experiment. I ended up hating that book, just hating it, and it put me in a bad mood, and it put me in a reading slump. And I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna force myself to read it if I don't like it, but I do want to try to read it because the main character sounds interesting. And here's her signature, which is just like very fancy. Oh, next month's theme is Frozen Fables. I'm also pretty sure I know what next month's book is too, so I'm excited about that one. So it looks like this is an interview with the author and some information, so I will keep this in the box. so I can get that read. Okay, so our candle is inspired by the Luna Chronicles. Speaking of Cinder. So I don't have Cinder. I downloaded the sample and then like I was so confused. And somebody can tell me if I'm right or not. But like I only read like the first page and she was like tightening screws in her ankle. And I was like, wait, is she a robot? I'm like, I can't do this. And I stopped reading, which I know, it's just a thing. It's a personal preference, and I watched the first season of Westworld, and it left me in an incredibly bad mood because I don't know what it is with sentient AI. I don't know if I just find it deeply unsettling, or if it's just like some kind of deep-seated fear. I just don't like it. I don't like robots walking around thinking they're people. I just think it's a slippery slope, and it's just not good. It's not good for the future of humanity, and it's just very triggering. It's extremely triggering. But like I said, I am gonna try. I'm gonna try to read this book, and we'll see. We'll see if I'm triggered or not. Because I think the main character is aromantic and asexual, and I've read a book with an asexual protagonist, but I haven't read a book with an aromantic protagonist. So I'm like really curious to see how that's portrayed, and I'm really hoping that my sentient AI deep-seated fear thing doesn't get in the way, but it probably will. But we're gonna try. And then let's see. We have our fairy lights, and it doesn't look like that was inspired by anything other than they're just fairy lights, and fairy lights are cool in my opinion. And then we have an enamel pen inspired by the Villain series by V. Schwab. Pillowcase inspired by Red Rising by Piss Brown. A culinary set each utensil features a quote from Warcross by Marie Lu. Have heard of that book, don't have it. It's not in my TBR either, but I have heard of it. And this box features the main heroine, Mika. Yeah, I'm really excited about these utensils for some reason. And then these tarot cards are inspired by Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. Okay, I think that's what I was thinking. I couldn't think of the name of the book. I kept thinking it had something to do with like sewing or weaving. So yeah, that's good to know. I was kind of right. I think Spin the Dawn is like weaving or sewing or something. I really don't know. The book's not really on my radar, but I've heard other people talk about it. Okay, so this says, this book is an epic fantasy adventure full of rune magic, which I love, rebellion, and finding where you truly belong. And you can expect family bonds, unlikely friendships, and a powerful ancient enemy, which if awoken will change everything. Also love. Okay. Maybe this will help. Maybe this will help with my fear of robots or something. And I like robots. Like, that's the thing that's funny about this to me, is that like I watched iRobot like years ago with like Will Smith and some other people. And I thought it was fantastic, but he looked like a robot though. And I think that helped a lot. And like all the robots in Star Wars, they all look like robots. So I think it starts bothering me when they start looking like people. And then they start thinking. And I'm like, don't do that. So anyway, just, you know, fun fact about Crystal's scared of robots and skeletons. But anyway, I really like this box. But yeah, I think I liked everything in this box except for this pen. But again, I'm not a pen person. And I keep holding this upside down because it looks like this. And I think it's just on here upside down. But anyway, I'm just not a pen person. But I really like my fairy lights. And the pillowcase cover is nice. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I do like it. And I really like those utensils. And I do like this candle as well. And like I said, I would definitely use it. It reminds me of something like some kind of sugary summer drink that you get at a fair. Like frozen lemonade. Okay, I found this in the bag. In our bag. After I finished filming. So there's a bookmark in here. So we have our theme, what the future holds. And we have this. And then we have our letter from the author. Because I was just thinking, I was like, oh, no letter from the author? Because I like reading them. And then we have who I'm guessing is Karis, our main character. But anyway. So yeah. I'm actually really happy with my boxes. And yeah, I'm excited to get more. So I will figure out which shelf these books look best on. And I will get them put in TBR jars. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if any of these books are on your radar, if you've read them, or if you're planning on reading them. I will see you guys in the next video on Wednesday for another Top 5 Wednesday video, which I'm excited about. I'm just excited to talk a little bit more about some books that I like and everything. It's not like an extra exciting video, just like a regular video, but I'm just excited. Or maybe I'm just in a good mood today. I don't know. So I will see you guys later. Bye.